how to heal your feminine energy. If you were once a girly girl, soft, really playful, but you were told to tuck her away, hide her, and to toughen up and to do things like the boys do. Or perhaps you were a tomboy and you ran and you played with balls and you were just this free spirited person. But then along the way, you were like, wait, but I didn't get to connect with something. Something is missing. No matter how we grew up, there is something that we as women, especially, want to connect with is our feminine energy, our feminine essence. And for a really long time, we have been told to suppress it, that it's not valuable enough, not quantifiable enough, fill in the blank. And by the end of this episode, I really want you to learn how you can heal your feminine energy for yourself and what tools and resources and things that you can utilize to continue your journey of healing your feminine energy so that you can use it in your relationships, you can use it in your finances, you can use it in your nervous system, you can use it in your day to day and in your work. Because everybody is innately feminine, has the mix of feminine. But for women, it's really important that we find the recipe of femininity for us. What feels feminine? What do we want to create and how we want to heal it? Hi, everyone. My name is Stefi Lane, and I am going to talk all about feminine energy with you on this episode because this is something that I have studied extensively for the last, I would say, 15 years. I have done workshops and read books and experienced my own life of how much I have neglected the feminine energy. And I want you to walk away with ways to connect with your feminine energy very quickly. And then you can create your own tools and resources along the way. How to start the healing. The first step is to notice where you're pushing, where you're forcing, and where you're rushing. Start to ask yourself, why am I rushing through this? Do I need to hustle through this? Where am I pushing? Where am I forcing? Where am I controlling? That's essentially what it is. And I even noticed this with my walking. Sometimes when I'm walking with a focus and real determination, but I don't need that all the time. Like sometimes I'm doing a Sunday stroll, and that can be way different than a cardio thing on a Monday, right? So you need to notice your body and notice, okay, I'm rushing, I'm hustling, I'm forcing, I'm controlling. This is not feminine. This doesn't feel good. First, that awareness of like, this doesn't feel good. I don't want to do this. I don't want to continue this. What am I preventing from letting unfold? Like, what am I actually not allowing to come through? So the first one was awareness and slowness. Second, heal your sisterhood wounds / motherhood wounds. Oh my goodness. This one is going to be a game changer in your life and everything, and noticing your sisterhood wounds and motherhood wounds. I won't go too deep into this one. I'm just going to give you the bird's eye view for this. But we've been low key programmed to view other women as competition, to see jealousy and silent comparison. I see it all the time. I experience it all the time. I haven't done a YouTube video in a while because, my lighting wasn't right, or this wasn't right, or that wasn't right because so and so did this. I'm like, no, just get it out there. Stop yourself from stopping yourself. And also, what if your magic doesn't take away from anyone else, from your other sister, from your other friend, from your mother? And, that's a whole nother topic. Maybe we'll go into it on the podcast. Let me know. But in fact, if you admire her, if you see something that you admire, it's because it's in you. You wouldn't recognize it unless you had it, right? You spot it, you got it. So that means it's already inside of you. Third, reconnect with your inner girly girl. Let her out. Let her be silly. Let her be goofy. Let her be playful. Try things. I always see my niece, she's always being so expressive and wearing dinosaur costumes or painting her face or running a lot or hitting a ball. Like she's just allowing herself to be her full expressive self. And she's young and she doesn't have that conditioning and that programming. When you reconnect with your inner girly girl, she's playful, she's absolutely magnetic, and she doesn't overthink. Okay, this one's a big one. When you connect with your feminine energy and you start to heal it, you are going to trigger wounded men. Alert, alert, alert. You're going to trigger wounded men. Your softness pokes at someone else's unhealed stuff, especially if they have been taught to only respect hardness and control. Femininity has a softness, it has a nurturing, it has a kindness, it has love. And if these wounded men didn't get that, they're going to try to punish you. So, this is really key that you create boundaries. And remember, it's not your job to fix anyone. Your softness is not a problem, and their discomfort is not your responsibility. Number 5, do beautiful things for absolutely no reason. Do beautiful things for absolutely no reason. No agenda, not even for the Instagram grid, not even for the stories, not even for the plot. Just create beauty in your house. This was a little bit different. I wanted to create beauty for today for our beautiful YouTube video. I enjoy a lot of beauty behind the scenes. I am looking at flowers, I'm looking at cards, I'm looking at my beautiful view. And so I'm enjoying and creating beauty wherever I go. You're doing things like you're putting on lipstick, making your plate fruity and pretty, maybe adding a little flower. Let it exist. Let the beauty exist purely for your senses, purely for the delight, and purely for honoring and loving the feminine. And that's how you live radiantly, right? It's just like these little things. 6, self-validation is queen. You don't need likes. You don't need praises. You don't need someone else to say that you're doing a good job in order for you to feel validated. Do it because it feels good. Pleasure is the reason enough. It is because you feel good and you give yourself that self-validation. Every single morning, I look in the mirror and I look into my eyes and I say, I love you. Even when I don't want to, even when it's uncomfortable, even when I'm not feeling very compassionate to myself, it's I love you. I love you. You're doing such a great job. You're doing it. You're doing it. Self-validation is queen. 7, your voice is a channel. I used to speak pretty much from like my throat to my head. If you look at my old past YouTube videos, it's a very high-pitched voice. And as you get more comfortable and more connected to your power, you actually start to speak from your belly, from your diaphragm. I'm actually being very conscious of it right now. Speak from the belly, speak from the space, speak from the womb. Even I have friends sometimes be like, wow, Stefi, that was some womb wisdom right there. When you really connect with your voice, use your voice as a channel. That is extremely feminine, and that is how you can heal it. Oh, you don't know how many women and how many friends I know that have thyroid issues, or they feel so suppressed in their voice, or they get sore throats or strep throat all the time. It's because you don't know or you don't feel safe to utilize your voice. So practice with the voice. Practice, connect with the voice, breathe with the voice. You don't have to do a YouTube video. You could go and walk and talk to ChatGPT for a little bit. You could call a friend. You could just speak out into the air. Your voice is really important. You can call back every fragmented part of your femininity by doing these simple things. I just gave you a small list of things that you can do to connect and heal your feminine energy, because it doesn't have to be in buying a ton of new clothes or going on an expensive retreat to Bali, which I encourage. If you want to do it, go do it. I did it. So worth it. But really connect with the essence of your feminine energy and learn how to heal it, you will become a master at it, because you can utilize these tools. Can be your own healer, you could be your own guru, you can be your own guide if that's what you desire. You can call back every fragmented part of your feminine energy. Your feminine energy is something so beautiful, and it's connected to your womb, it's connected to your voice, it's connected to your body and your soul. You're allowed to soften, you're allowed to be seen, you're allowed to feel joy for no freaking reason. You can be divinely sensual. She is still in you. So if this landed, come play deeper with me. Head over to stefilane.com, subscribe to my email newsletter, and also find me on Instagram at Steffi_Lane_. And let's talk about how you can connect with your feminine energy and utilize it more in your business, more in your creations, more in your relationships. You are allowed to be your most magnetic, radiant, gorgeous self. You're allowed to connect with your feminine energy and to heal it and to be fully on board with all parts of you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.